This is Smiles TV. Welcome to Smiles TV. I'm Stephanie Anthony Miles, and thank you for tuning in again. We have a dynamic broadcast for you today. I'll be talking with Daryl Skrilla Williams. He's a hip-hop artist from East St. Louis, Illinois. Remember, Jesus Christ was born of a virgin. He was crucified and buried, and he rose on the third day. Confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord. Believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, and thou shalt be saved. Stay tuned for more Smiles.
When in need of residential and commercial construction projects, from roofing, siding, flooring, including all interior carpentry, painting, and more, you need a company that is efficient, effective, and professional. A company that will complete the job on time. You need On Time Contracting Incorporated. On Time Contracting provides quality work completed in a timely manner. Oliver McDowell, founder and owner of On Time Contracting, is insured and bonded, and provides an array of services for residential and commercial facilities. Contact On Time Contracting for your many residential or commercial construction, roofing, cleaning, or other needs at 618-567-3591. That's 618-567-3591. On Time Contracting Incorporated. Your project can indeed be completed on time.
Welcome back to Smiles. I'm sitting here with a young man named Daryl King Skrilla Williams. He's a 27-year-old hip-hop artist. He's a producer, and he's a public speaker and youth advocate, and he's from East St. Louis, Illinois. He's a program coordinator in Madison, Illinois, and he has released new music. He's a proud graduate of Jackson State University, and his new project is For My City, and it's available on many platforms. Daryl Skrilla Williams, thank you for coming to Smiles.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's just great to have youth on here. We're trying to expand and reach wider audiences, and we want good substance from our community and from the surrounding areas.
Yes.
And I'm just grateful that you chose to be one of our guests.
Yes.
Let's talk about first East St. Louis and where you're from, and your dreams and your hopes. How have you been able to hold on to some of those dreams, and what are they?
Great. So yes, I'm from East St. Louis. I grew up on 22nd and Ridge, not too far from the famous Pirtles. And so just growing up in the neighborhood, I was super inspired by a lot of the music that we listened to growing up, from Michael Jackson to Master P. And so music really inspired me. I felt like I could help tell a story and contribute East St. Louis's story through music. And I've just been able to focus on that by just solely remembering my why, just remembering my why. My why is that's how I express myself. It's one of my avenues of expression, and just trying to make sure that I stay dedicated to the craft.
That's really, really interesting. And speaking of your craft, hip-hop music, you know, there's a lot of conversation today about the type of music that our kids are listening to.
Yes.
So how is your music a little different, and is it different?
Yes, I think my music is super different. It's definitely set apart. It's very motivational. And I just try to really tell stories and basically just stand in the gap. Like I try to fuse a lot of the old music, whether I'm sampling or just certain melodies here and there. But I also understand what the youth are going through. So I try to look at it like I'm really standing in the gap. I want to tell both stories and really bridge that gap through my music. So yes, it's very, very different for sure.
You have a piece out regarding East St. Louis.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So I was inspired to do For My City. It's a 4-song EP. It's available on all platforms right now. Just really felt inspired to just contribute some type of musical composition and dedicate it to East St. Louis. I love East St. Louis, grew up there, raised there. And so it's 4 songs, the lead single being For My City, featuring Vic, my guy Vic. Salute to Vic. He came up with the idea. He sent me the song. I redid the beat. And I just really wanted to instill a sense of pride back into East St. Louis, because you're from East St. Louis as well. You know how we feel when we meet someone else from East St. Louis.
Right.
And so I wanted to allow people outside of East St. Louis to really understand what it's like, what that pride is like, and then hopefully just encourage people to even move back. I got a song on there called Love Me So Much, where it's basically East St. Louis speaking to me, saying, hey, if you love me so much, why did you move away? Why did you go to Jackson State? And it's me explaining why. And hopefully I can encourage people to move back so we can bring our talents back to East St. Louis.
You know, when I first went off to college, and I went to Bradley University, which is the opposite of what you did. Bradley is a predominantly white university. And people would often say, well, where are you from? And I would say East St. Louis. And they would say, oh, you're from St. Louis. And I would say, no, I'm from East St. Louis.
Right.
And I found out that a lot of people from our community do the same thing. Regardless to whatever, we want to make sure people understand that we do love our city.
Yes.
And I understand the love I have. I remember in school how the teachers took care of us, and they instilled that sense of pride in us, and at home, and just on the playgrounds, and in the sports arenas, and things of that nature.
Yes.
Why do you love the community so much?
It's a part of me. It's in my fabric. I have to give respect and honor to my parents. So my parents really instilled that in me, specifically my dad. Anytime we would have, if I was a part of any type of organizations growing up, basketball games, honor society, whatever the case may be, he would show up. They'll say where I was from. He'll be in the back, East Side, you know. So he kind of instilled that pride into me. But the love from the city is just like none other. The resilience, I love the resilience of the people. I love the people. It's so communal, and I believe we're just super set apart. There's no other city that I've ever been to that's like East St. Louis. And I just love it. It's a part of me, and I just want to give back as much as I can moving forward.
And you went on, when you went to Jackson State University, to give me an idea of how you felt leaving the community and going to Jackson State, what was that like for you?
Great question. So initially, and I believe a lot of us from East St. Louis may have heard the same things, where we felt like we had to move away to be successful, or like I like to say, to move away to make a way. And so initially I looked at it like I was, oh great, I'm doing something great, I'm moving away, I'm getting out the hood, whatever the case may be, but I became homesick my freshman year. And then I think being away from East St. Louis allowed me to really take that pride, because like you said, how you met people at Bradley, I would meet people at Jackson State, and I say, no, I'm from East St. Louis, and try to explain to them the cultural difference between St. Louis and East St. Louis, the geographical difference. And so initially I thought, okay, great, I could be successful, I could do what I need to do. But there was still a void that needed to be filled. And so I found myself on breaks, and even when I graduated, coming back to East St. Louis to do more work in the community. So initially it was tough. I felt like I needed to do that to be successful. But ultimately what I found out is that the true success in what I do is how much can I give back to East St. Louis and instill that pride that I had as a young person into the young people today that are in East St. Louis.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. We need to take a quick break.
Okay.
But during the break, we'll have a couple of commercials, and leading back in, I want our audience to get just a snippet of some of your work.
Awesome.
Stay tuned for more Smiles. You're going to be hearing from Daryl Skrilla Williams. Don't go away.
Hi, my name is Sterling Moody. I'm the owner of Neighbors Market, 1005 North 15th Street, on the Echo Jazz building across from Emerson Park Metrolink stop. We have fresh barbecue Friday and Saturdays. We have Sunday through Saturday, open from 7 to 7. Look forward to seeing you in the store.
I go hard for my city, yeah. I go hard for my town. I go hard for my city, yeah. You know where it goes down, yeah. I put that on my dream, my team, my fam, my everything, everything. Yeah. I go hard for my city,
I'm a rap lover. People don't know that. Now, I don't listen to the regular rap out here. I listen to people like gospel gangsters.
Okay.
Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
I love the gospel gangsters. And people tell me, well, you can't be talking about the gospel and be a gangster. I'm like, yes, you can. But anyway, For My City, that's a great motivational piece for the community.
Thank you.
Tell us just a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so originally Vic had, the guy that's on the hook, he sent me the song, had a different beat. And initially I passed on it. I was working on my album, Stay Tuned for Greater at the moment, and it didn't fit sonically. So I was like, I don't know about that. But then I just started to really get inspired, even Charmaine Savage and the work that she was doing with I Am East St. Louis magazine. I just really felt compelled to do it. And I was like, oh, he actually sent me a song. So I went back to it, reproduced it, we did it. And I was just super inspired to just instill that pride into East St. Louis, specifically for the youth, to give them a little backstory.
And in talking with you off camera, I understand that you have a strong Christian background.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your spirituality and how that might lend way to some of the music you produce or not.
Yes. So it definitely has a lot to do with how I produce, being that God is the ultimate creator and he gives us the ability to create. I just try to be as truthful as possible, straightforward as possible. And my spirituality is the foundation for everything that I do. Even when I feel compelled to write a song, to produce a song, if I don't feel it in my spirit, if it's coming from a selfish standpoint, like me, I won't do it. And so it really is the guiding force to me discerning what type of music I'm going to make and what's the motivation behind it.
The mental health of our youth today is something to pray about.
Yes.
And
yes.
How do you, or can you, through your music, help dispel some of those issues?
Yes, so for this project, For My City, I don't touch on it a lot because I was just removing myself. But in my upcoming album that I'll be releasing pretty soon, Stay Tuned for Greater, I talk about anxiety, I talk about depression, because within that time frame of me leaving Jackson State, coming back to East St. Louis, there were times where I wasn't working. There were times where I felt like I had social anxiety. I was afraid of who was going to ask me, hey, how you been, and this and that. And that's not even to compare with what some of the youth are dealing with. And so I plan to address a lot of that on my upcoming album.
Well, Skrilla, when you come back to Smiles Talk Show if you get a chance?
Yes, I would love to.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All, Daryl Skrilla Williams from East St. Louis, Illinois, a 27-year-old hip-hop artist. Check out his information. Before we go, tell our audience how they can get your work.
Yes, so the best way that you can get my work is you can call or text me on my superphone. It's a way that I keep in contact with everybody that loves my music. So the number is 864-618-4447. That's 864-618-4447. It'll send you an automatic form. You fill it out, give your information. I'm also on all social media platforms, so just search King Skrilla. Pretty sure you'll find me.
Thank you again, King Skrilla. Thanks so very much. And I want to thank you, and don't go away.
Hi, my name is Sterling Moody. I'm the owner of Neighbors Market, 1005 North 15th Street, on the Echo Jazz building across from Emerson Park Metrolink stop. We have fresh barbecue Friday and Saturdays. We have Sunday through Saturday, open from 7 to 7. Look forward to seeing you in the store.
When you visit Big Mama's in East St. Louis, Illinois, located at 5900 St. Clair Avenue, you will need a fork and a bib. Big Mama's is known for their barbecue, cakes, excellent service, and giving back to the community. Call in, eat in, drive through, carry out, order for your office. You can call Big Mama's at 618-398-8950 or visit 5900 St. Clair Avenue in East St. Louis, Illinois.
For several generations, Personal Touch Boutique has met the needs of our community for proms, weddings, funerals, school uniforms. Personal Touch Boutique has awarded scholarships to our community. Personal Touch Boutique has kept the tradition of East St. Louis being the fashion capital of the USA for men's. Our collection of suits, shoes, shirt sets, coats, hats, and caps are priced for our community to step out with confidence. Check out Personal Touch Boutique at 1958 State Street in East St. Louis.
I want to thank you for staying with us on Smiles Television. And I also want to give a shout out to someone, to Miss Vanessa Emerson. She works at the Galleria, and she works at the Bobby Brown counter at Nordstrom. Thank you for the makeup. Thank you for your patience and your kindness. And Vanessa Emerson is the person that you need to go see at the Galleria, Nordstrom, in the Bobby Brown department. Right now, I'm sitting here with Mr. Sterling Moody, and he's opened a wonderful grocery store in East St. Louis, Illinois. And one of the most remarkable things about that store is that there are only 31 Black-owned grocery stores in the entire country. So in East St. Louis, Illinois, we're one of them. Mr. Moody, thank you for coming to Smiles TV.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure for you to be here with us. And you came out on a rainy day, and you've been patient, and I appreciate you. You got, well, that's okay. We're here now.
Yeah.
You know, all things work together for good.
Oh, yeah.
To those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. I get caught up when I start a scripture. I can't just cut it off. But tell us about your grocery store. I was in there the other day, and I saw all the fresh produce. Just everything just looked just ready to be purchased.
Well, thank you so much. We're really awful proud of the fact that we opened the store. We're under a program called A Healthy Food, which was put together 8 years ago, maybe 9 now, by President Obama's wife, Michelle Obama, trying to get the people in food desert is the term, communities to eat healthier. And healthier food takes care of some of the sicknesses and some of the things that storm our community. No fruit, no vegetables. And we're just excited to be a part of this program. We have a goal to open up 5 stores. Mm-hmm. And one thing that we really enjoy, I guess, even in East St. Louis community, we have 11 to 12 entrepreneurs that we actually have their products in the store.
Oh, excellent.
We don't charge them anything. We just come on in, try to help them get off the ground. I guess the most successful person we have is Miss McKinney has Desserts in a Jar. Okay. And everybody's heard of her. And she does a great job.
You also have a guy, Khalid. It's what is his name? He does the whole health thing.
Yes, Dr. Jose.
Dr. Jose.
Yeah, he's in the store. We have a lady make sweet potato pies. We're just like opening the doors. Like, this is truly a neighborhood store. Mm-hmm. Our company is Harvest Markets, but we call this store Neighbors. Okay. We're gonna call every rest of them Harvest, but this is truly a neighborhood store, and we just enjoy the fact that we're here to serve the community.
Wow, and you've been in that location, and where exactly is it located?
It's located 1005 North 15th Street, right across from the Emerson Park Metrolink station.
So that's a good location because you got traffic coming in and out, and you're actually located in one of the new senior buildings.
Yes, we have 61 seniors living above us. So we're just excited about this is our 4th month, and things are going real well.
You know what? I'm sure people don't even realize that there was a senior building, but that building itself is remarkable in East St. Louis, Illinois. It's something that people just don't hear about. So what would you say you're most well known for in that store? What do you pride yourself on the most?
The meat. We're super excited about our meat department. We have a fresh meat cave we built and cut meat daily fresh. Every day it's cut fresh. It's not leftover, bought in, marked down. It's fresh every day. We go in and we cut the meat. We have a real nice deli counter with sandwiches and pizzas, and it's just a good thing for the community.
And it's different.
It's different.
And we're going to have to cut it off shortly here. Okay. But I want to wrap up. Is there anything that you would like to share with the community about your being there and your welcoming them in?
Well, yes. This is East St. Louis store. And we want them to take ownership of it. We're going to do something in St. Louis. St. Louis can wait. But we are in East St. Louis for the people and just need the people to come in.
Excellent.
Take a look at it.
And you guys, I've been in there, and it's a wonderful store. You must go visit the Neighbors Market.
Neighbors
and
Market.
The address again is?
1005 North 15th Street.
And do you have a website?
Yes, neighborsmarket.com.
Neighborsmarket.com. You can search them out, take a look. Go visit. come to the neighbor's market. You really want to visit that store because some of the things in there, we don't have fresh cut meat in many places, and that's what they have there at the neighbor's market.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to Smiles TV.
Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Well, we're closing out another Smiles television broadcast. Daryl Skrilla Williams, please get his new project. He's a young man who is really doing great things. Remember, only what you do for Christ will last. Jesus is the Lord, and the Lord be magnified. Keep smiling. You look better when you smile.
When in need of residential and commercial construction projects from roofing, siding, flooring, including all interior carpentry, painting, and more, you need a company that is efficient, effective, and professional. A company that will complete the job on time. You need On Time Contracting Incorporated. On Time Contracting provides quality work completed in a timely manner. Oliver McDowell, founder and owner of On Time Contracting, is insured and bonded, and provides an array of services for residential and commercial facilities. Contact On Time Contracting for your many residential or commercial construction, roofing, cleaning, or other needs at 618-567-3591. That's 618-567-3591. On Time Contracting Incorporated. Your project can indeed be completed on time. The Smiles Television Talk Show wants to showcase your business, organization, church, and activities. If you have an interest in being a guest on Smiles Television Talk Show, or if you have any show ideas, contact Stephanie Anthony Miles at smilestv777@gmail.com. You may also call 618-741-3770. Tell your friends to subscribe to the Smiles YouTube channel. Let Smiles TV increase your reach. Remember, you look better with smiles.
Hi, my name is Sterling Moody. I'm the owner of Neighbors Market, 1005 North 15th Street, on the Echo Jazz building across from Emerson Park Metrolink stop. We have fresh barbecue Friday and Saturdays. We have Sunday through Saturday, open from 7 to 7. Look forward to seeing you in the store.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Imagination, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.